No.
I love the. God damn it. Oh, Fricku, I love the fucking that you went through the trouble to put it like the question mark silhouette.
The mystery character.
Mystery character. It's like we're playing Guess Who. No, I love it. I love it. I love the. God damn it.
All right, so we are all here.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and have a recap.
We
You all
split the
died.
party. We split the party.
We split the party super damn hard. RVO. I'm sorry. I feel like I've been up for a really long time. I feel like I'm gonna fuck this up. But what ended up happening is that we ended up going to that gnomish city full of like technological wonders. However, pretty immediately, in an attempt to get his lover and child out of harm's way, RVO offered to well, I wouldn't say offered, vouched to maybe get them far and out of the way as possible and setting them up in a new city, thusly asking for a teleport to a random forest just on the outskirts of said city. Grim volunteering to go with RVO. They both ended up making their way to said forest where they both got lost, struggled to survive, inevitably found water, boiled it, drank it, all was well. And we were just continuing to correct our course when the session ended.
And Ceres and I, after realizing that that Lex and Philip were going to go towards Lex's target and leave Arvio and Grim behind, we decided that we were going to actually try to catch it back up with Arvio and Grim. Ava feeling a bit more connection to them, so they went through the portal and are about a day behind them in the forest on their trail, roughly. That's what I got.
All right, as we watch Philip and Lex sail off, well, I guess not watch, but sail off into the sunset. You guys are ready to start?
More or less. Oh, I see. I see what this motherfucker. I see why there's so many rooms.
Yep, everyone's gonna have their own thing. We're all gonna get scolded.
This. We had this coming. kind of thought it was funny when we ended up.
Just let you know this is on the stream.
Oh, hi everybody.
Yeah, for the 2 people that watch.
The
But
2 people.
I mean, a lot of
Because-
people will come watch it, re-watch it.
That's true. So, Grim, how are you feeling about our what's the word?
I don't think he likes you right now.
Who?
I don't think Grim is wanted to be like a babysitter right now. You know,
Well,
this is
that's
all
not
out of
what-
character before we actually get started.
Oh.
But far as you know, he's as grim as grim could be.
That's not what I was asking. How do you feel about our prospects about new team members? That's not what I was asking.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
Uh-huh.
gonna want to attack everything. Like, who are you?
Yeah, pretty much. Because as soon as like Sarah's and Ava catch up, it's like that's an imp.
Yep, that's what that's what I was thinking. Like,
Well, I feel the same way. Like,
well, Siri's not so much because they wouldn't know about her.
what know about it would make less sense, and series would be able to
Yep.
player knowledge, would be able to prove that she is not an imp.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
If we see Ava
Ava
first, I'm definitely gonna do something. You never know.
Yeah, same actually. Maybe not a fireball, but something.
It's like we never heard that they were coming, and we didn't know how long we were gonna be at the beginning.
Yeah, and that's sort of the MO thus far. So, for the 2 watching, the babysitting adventures continue with everybody's favorite boy, Dymek. My mute son.
I wish we had I had a little handout I can show on the stream for
Oh,
the
yeah.
picture that you like.
Yeah, unfortunate. I think.
Yeah, I don't have it, or I can put it up manually.
Yeah, I think Sotek snagged it for a token, but I would need to. It's way back. I'm going back and looking.
Oh, you could always ask him for it later.
That's true, but I'm still doing it. Nothing could stop me. I don't got anything else better to do right now. There we go. I found it.
Uh-oh, stuff is happening. See, this is the kind of thing like where I wish I could hand over the stream to so to see, you know, their stuff and us not hear it during the stream.
Yeah, it's one of those things where honestly, it would be better if Sotek did the streaming, but it's just, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. Anyway, I'm gonna slap this in your DMs.
Yeah, no problem.
This is everybody's favorite boy. He's a little fugly right now, but he'll grow into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can add this.
He's our team mascot. So, for the 2 people watching on stream, how is your evenings going? I don't know. We're on stream, and I feel like we need to say something. Nah.
We don't have to say anything. I mean, like I said, it's kind of like for me in the group. If we ever wanted to go back, it just sucks that I don't have all of them.
Yeah. Huh. Actually, I'll be honest. Me and a bunch of friends of mine are actually going to start streaming something a little bit more professional. Coming up Wednesdays in a couple of months, so I'm very excited for that.
Oh yeah, what you guys doing?
Yeah. We're having like a Greek sort of campaign. Where we're also. Oh, hang on. Screw whatever I was saying.
Alrighty.
Hello.
All right, here we are.
So you guys have traveled for a day, and it is nighttime.
That's correct.
I am unsure. Did you guys camp, or are you getting ready to camp?
I'm not sure the difference.
I think
but
we were
yeah.
getting ready to because he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take over for the next night." When we were
Well,
getting ready.
basically, is it morning yet, or are you guys? Is it still night? Okay, I forget exactly how we left off.
I think
It's
we.
still
I think
night.
we were going through the motions of the nighttime when we left off.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So if you two want to roll me perception checks as you go throughout your nights, is there anything particular you want to say or do?
Not off the top of my head.
No, he's just keeping. Grim's gonna be keeping to himself, keeping an eye out, basically.
Same. I'm so
All right.
sorry. One moment. I'm trying to load my character sheet.
It is no problem.
Perception. Better than expected.
All right. So you guys go throughout the night. Nothing really stands out to you that raises any concern. During your watch, Grim, you do think you heard a distant rumble, but it's momentary. Nothing seems to follow it. And as you kind of sit there tense after, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you start to let your guard down. But outside of that, your nights go by uneventful. You wake up. Jemima is asking for food for Dymic.
I continue. I give her. Do I have rations left? I do. I give them both. How much do we have? We have.
I actually
Give me
have
one
a
moment.
little bit of meat left from the journey.
All right. Well, I know you can also easily get some if you want. So
Yeah.
no problem. You guys are in a forest, so well populated, lots of water sources around.
Berries.
So, yep, you guys easily go about finding food, supply it, have a nice little breakfast. You were wanting to travel south, more so southwestwards, but you know that you ended up traveling east as your day came to an end, and you went up Arvio and kind of did a little nature check, realized that you had been wandering pretty much the opposite direction you wanted to.
That is correct.
You do know, Grim, that you can find your way exactly back the way you came. So how would you guys like to handle this leg of the journey?
Well,
Well, since Arvia basically said we went the wrong way, I was like, well, we'll just backtrack and go that way, the opposite way.
yeah. I think we
And
should
head
stay
more
in
south.
the woods. Yes, agreed. I think we should stay in the woods as long as possible, since they seem to be quite ripe with resources.
And I have no problem with getting us food and water.
If you start heading back westwards, which is kind of direction you want to go, anyways, you are going to be heading deeper in the forest. You do know you will also be heading towards the road if you go that way, having been through here before. You know that the road kind of runs right through the middle of the forest.
Road is good.
All right, so I have you two give me perception checks.
Okay. I fucking see.
All right, so you are traveling back, kind of trying to retrace your steps, head back the way you need to go. And as you are doing this, familiar path for you. And so it seems odd that all of a sudden you kind of hear this commotion up ahead. Arvio, you definitely hear it. You hear this loud thump, thump, thump on the ground. And then it stops. And you can hear a bunch of shouting.
I kind of put my hand out to everybody. I just put my finger to my mouth and just like kind of motion for them to get down.
All right.
Like into some bushes.
when the shouting starts, you do hear it, Grim, but you did not hear the footsteps.
Do I understand the shouting?
What languages do you speak?
I mean, Common, Elvish, and Goblin.
And how about you, Arvio?
I know Common and hold your seats, Infernal, and that's it.
You guys cannot understand what's being said. Jemima and Dymek will actually creep backwards, probably about 10 yards or so, and you'll see her like pull him behind a tree, and she is getting what spell component she has, because she is a sorcerer, right?
Yes.
Getting those ready in case she needs to.
All right.
So as you guys kind of stop and you're standing there, you can hear this yelling continues going on, and then all of a sudden, so these voices are very deep and very guttural. They are very distinctly not human. Why don't you guys give me a survival check?
While they're sort of making their conversation, can I send forward my little crab friend, Mr. Vinci, to try and see what's what?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd be unsheathing my sword and shield too, trying to stay low though and behind a tree, as much as
All
possible.
right.
Holy shit!
Okay, so you would know that these are voices from something very big, very large. You do go and start sending your crab forward. Are you looking through it, or are you just like, hey, go forward, buddy, come back and tell me?
I'm looking through it because it can't talk to me. I'm going to turn to Grim, just kind of like charades, big, and I charades big motherfuckers with my hands. And I say, and I point to my eyes, and I point to the crab, and I just sent him scuttling forward as I like lean against a tree, and my eyes go like milky white.
All right. As the crab is crawling forward, you both start to hear screaming. You are hearing it through your crab, RVO, and Grim, you're hearing it directly, but the screaming you hear does not sound like the rest of the screaming. And as you're approaching the source, eventually your little crab comes through, because the forest you are in does look a lot like what you're seeing on the screen. So there's like lots of vegetation and stuff, but eventually it comes out and there's like this little clearing, and you see these three giant creatures that almost resemble hill giants, aside from the fact that they have no heads, and instead on their chests they have this giant gaping mouth, and to either side of the mouth are eyeballs, one eyeball on both sides, and it is holding a person up whose hands are bound together, and it's about to eat them. And you see two other of these giant creatures kind of stand there watching, and then you notice through the crab's eyes that there is three other humanoids, smaller statured humanoids, standing there who are bound up, and one of them's kind of looking in your direction, not sure what they're looking at or doing. But then he turns back and he whistles, and all three of the giant creatures stop and turn and look at this person. And this person seems armored. He is weaponless, though. He does have a pack on his back, but his arms are currently bound in front of him, and from his bound hands, there's a rope leading up to these giant creatures.
Okay, so I'm going to describe these creatures to Grim.
Okay.
Of
So
exactly
basically,
what's going on.
simplify the scene. There's three giant creatures, and then there's four what look to be humans. You can't really tell since you're looking through a crab's eyes, but they look to be humans. Three of them are on the ground, and one of them looked like it was about to be eaten until one of the armored humans whistled.
How far away are they?
They're probably about 30 or so yards. You can't really see them because you guys are, hunkering down in vegetation.
How much is that in feet? 30, 90 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
Will he be able to hear me or no, not yet?
I'm going to tell Kinchi to come back, and and you can see his eyes return back to normal. How much are you feeling like getting involved in this?
We have to.
All right.
You can stay back if you want, but I'm gonna try to take them out at range at first.
Oh, I definitely plan on staying back. Doesn't mean I won't help.
We're gonna have to hold fast with your family too. We don't want to get them separated from us just in case.
Okay.
We'll stay back here. I'll watch Dymek.
Just make sure you can always see us.
And if anything happens, shout.
And I'm gonna slowly start making my way up and put my sword and shield back up and pull out my little crossbow.
I'm going to do the same, but with kites.
All right, so you guys approach pretty close. These creatures kind of just standing there looking at this figure, and then the one starts yelling something. Nothing seems to happen, and then it goes back and it opens up its mouth, and it holds the person that was holding already up above its mouth as though it's getting ready to let go.
Oh. Hello, gentlemen.
All right, is that what you do?
I mean, I don't want somebody to get eaten.
Okay.
So there's hello, gentlemen, and it's like, what? Then
We will go ahead and we will freeze you guys here in that moment as I go figure other people out.
All right.
yeah. Verbal tag team. Yeah. We've been working together long enough. We know our fighting pattern.
Yeah.
I know when you're about to do something.
Yeah, but I should have got my echo out, but I didn't want to have too many distractions out in the middle here.
Oh, you'll probably get your chance. Probably. Most likely. I hope you don't get eaten.
I mean, if I get eaten, I get eaten.
If you get eaten, well, just teleport to your double.
Pretty much.
Very much.
Yeah, there's not much strategy here from... It seems like Chirpy.
Yeah, I don't know what these things... Well, I think I do know what these things are, but I don't really. Like... It's more of a...
Doesn't matter, I have my sword, I have a shield.
I have a fireball. I have several fireballs.
You're not gonna set those people on fire.
No, I'm not planning to set those people on fire. I'm planning on setting the big people eating people on fire. Once they were away from the people. I'm not that big. I'm not that heartless. Though I do probably need some other... I have Mind Spike. Flame Blade I always have, but I don't really want to get that close.
Well, I'm gonna have to get that close regardless.
Can I give you Flame Blade?
They changed how it works? I don't think so, though.
No. Unfortunate. Still would have been cool. True. But what if it was on fire?
I mean, I could have had a scimitar that was on fire. But it's not really my style.
Like, I'm sorry, okay?
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm just
I know.
pulling your chain. I got enough stuff on me as it is.
Yeah.
Plus one half plate as well.
What do I have, actually? Plus one half plate, you got plus one. That's pretty good for our level. I have
And a cloak of protection.
Yeah, it's fucking yoked, my guy. Let me see. What do I have? I have a bag of devouring. I have the minute.
I still have my
Seeing
inspiration
eyeglasses.
as well.
Do I have my inspiration?
Unless you used it.
Same. I have it. I also have
I might have to use it.
my Constitution amulet. Good shit, good
Yeah,
shit.
that's a big lightsaber, life saver.
Yeah.
It's kind of good because the people on the stream won't know what's happening in the Discord,
Yeah.
so they don't know where they're at and who they're talking to.
Yeah, we're the main character.
Right.
Now. And nobody can take that from us unless someone else is streaming.
I mean, I'm gonna be fighting the death for this group anyway, so until the contract's done, at least.
That's true. That's actually a conversation Arvia wants to have with you, but we'll get to that when we're out of the forest. I have been up since 3 this morning. Good.
That's not good.
No, it's not. I don't know why, but due to shenanigans, one of my DMs is taking a break, and he kind of like looked over at me. It's like, you could run a game, right? And I was like, yeah, I got it. So I have a bow.
You're charismatic about it.
Yeah, I got it. So I've been working on it since about then. Yeah, I'll just inject this with a bunch of SCP bullshit, a bunch of celebrity references, and a little bit of a mystery that I still have to figure out.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I mean, I was gonna do one a while ago, base it off of the MMO that hardly no one knows anymore of, Defiance.
Which one?
It's called Defiance. It's an MMO that came out in like 2016.
I think
And
that.
it came out with the TV show at the same time.
Oh, is that that one thing for the Sci-Fi Network?
Yeah.
I remember that. I thought that was super cool.
It
And
was
then,
until they destroyed all their devs, like laid them off like a week after the game release, and did like two good seasons and a half-ass third season of the TV show. It's still a good TV show, to be honest.
yeah.
It's on Amazon.
It sucks.
No sponsors, but yeah.
It sucks because it's like the MMO and the TV show will exist beside each other, and
Yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's actually closing down in like 10 days now, too.
Oh, that sucks. Man.
Yeah. Tryon Worlds is no more, and it got taken over by a German company, and they're shutting it down.
Yeah, it is what it is. I suppose.
Same way I felt with Star Wars Galaxies.
Ooh. I wasn't around for that one either. I'm a Final Fantasy 14 sort of fella.
Yeah, not me.
Fair enough. Each their own.
Yep.
I'm looking at some of the actual images of it. It actually seems pretty neat.
It's just really repetitive. Since they had the original game, then they made a new one, which was basically the exact same thing, but better, on a better system as well. But they weren't able to get any of the new DLC and stuff out before the cancellation of the game.
Damn.
Because, yeah, Defiance 2050 was the original vision of the game.
Oof. And what was different about 2050 and before or after? What's the next one?
The Defiance first one was this slapped together. The story's good. Even just playing it just for the story was great.
Alright.
But the same thing every day, like dailies and weeklies, was on rotation, but it's basically the same thing. Like, go do a racing rally and go through here, and like the driving really sucked in the game.
Ugh.
Like they had a sponsor with Dodge, so
Oh,
all the cars are
no!
Dodge themed.
No! You can't have a car sponsor and then have shitty driving?
Exactly.
Terrible.
The cosmetics for the cars and stuff are kind of cool though.
What was it? God, I was just looking it up. Heavens above. Oh, I'm trying to. What the fuck? We're jumping the present. There we are. Defiance Dodge car. Anyway, for the two people watching, welcome to the Defiance cast, where we get really sad about Defiance and how it never really went where it was supposed to. Oh, actually, I'm looking at this from the show, by the way, not the game. But you know,
Yeah, they had the Dodge Durango in the game and a couple other Dodges.
yeah, I'd drive that.
They were pretty cool,
Yeah. I'd drive that doing Uber Eats.
right?
I hope it has good gas mileage. Can you get good gas mileage in 2050?
I don't know. We're serious now.
Hello, strangers and people I know.
We're all dead.
Finally.
And the DM has to be right back.
Boss music started.
Why I hear heavy metal?
I don't hear anything.
Some bat metal. Jun, 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 jun.
All right, so who's getting eaten? That's what I need to know.
It's your boy, fucking toothpick. my bones are made of balsa wood. Perfect material. And even better for like the extra trauma points my son gets to watch.
Well, it's a good thing it wasn't your son getting eaten, right? What a fail father you were.
That's true.
Oh god.
Oh,
I know
that's
some
the
information that's gonna be fucking hilarious. RP.
okay. Who's saying this? Let me just. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
I can't wait.
I can't. Oh boy! This will be interesting. It'll be interesting.
Alrighty. So we are going to set the scene. How far away would you have been, Philip? Your new character.
Probably about 40 feet. Oh no. The spell is 30 feet long, so I would say the limited distance of 30 feet away.
All right. Then I will put you here. I know that we are not on the map yet. So to set the scene, Kelvik, your character, you're standing there. You kind of looked over at that noise you heard, and you thought was a sword being drawn or sheathed. Not exactly 100% sure, but you see nothing. These creatures, you whistle. These creatures look at you, and after kind of a couple seconds of staring at you, they start yelling at you. One that has your ropes kind of tugs on it, and you get jerked a little bit. And then the one that's holding the person, he goes back. He lifts his head, well, his body back, and opens his mouth, and he's getting ready to eat him. When everybody sees Arvio and Grim kind of just come walking out of a clearing. Arvio yelling, "Surprise!" or "Hello."
Hello, gentlemen.
And Grim shooting a crossbow. So we will go ahead and we will move to the map, and I will also share with you guys this is what.
That is not what I thought those things would look like. That's way more fucked.
No.
Yeah, that's way worse than what he's described to me.
Yeah, that's so much worse.
I think that was a fitting description for what he described it. The way
Pretty
he described
fitting
it.
for what I've heard.
No,
So
getting it
that
through
one-
Arvio's eyes, no.
That one right there with the purple dot is the one that's currently holding up the person. As you guys walk in and yell surprise, he stops and turns and looks at you. These creatures were yelling and focused on what they were doing, so we will have a surprise turn. You guys can go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Philip, your character's up here. You are in the trees, as I believe you told me that you were kind of in the tree pursuing these guys.
Yes.
So you were there up in the tree, and that should be your 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, might as well get the critical fills out now, right?
Hey man, just gotta stretch it out a little bit. It's been a while.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on my perception check. It's like, wow.
So who's ready to get about, what do you say, 75% of these people killed, just like last time? Go team.
I mean, that's kind of your fault, but yeah.
Kind of our thing.
Is that your family that's being eaten? Or are they
No.
somewhere else?
That's somewhere else. It's fine.
Okay.
They don't know that. Stop it.
All right, so Leah.
Player knowledge.
Mm-hmm. By the way, after hitting him, does he look hurt?
Okay, so you're 40. Okay, so it needs to be Constitution saving throw. All right. Constitution. Does it have like half damage on a success?
Let me have a look. Half on the successful one. So we have to match 15.
Oh, hold on, just looking at something.
That's fine.
Okay, so as this creature pulls the person back up, and you all of a sudden hear RVO. Well, you hear these two people that you notice you were kind of watching them seeing what they were going to do as they approach, yelling and attacking. You quickly you reach out your hand and you mutter whatever the bubble component is, and you watch as these black like tendrils, is it necrotic? Yeah, these black like tendrils kind of course down this thing's body, and it kind of hunches, but doesn't seem to affect them as much as you were hoping it would, and it is still holding the person.
Then since it's my turn, I would then summon my wildfire spirit and set him.
Is blight a bonus spell, or does it take your action?
It takes an action.
Then you wouldn't be able to do that second one.
Oh, okay. I thought it was outside. The attack was outside of my turn.
It's
but that's
prize
fine.
round right now.
Yeah, you're getting the surprise round.
Okay, then the blight would be the only thing I've done on my turn.
All right, and that will bring us to you, RVO, as you all of a sudden see this creature's course with this black magic.
Noted. Don't know where that's coming from. Alrighty then. We're going to shake up a little bit of a chromatic orb here, set that shit to lightning, and I'm going to attempt to hit it in a vain attempt to kind of get its hand to spasm and for it to drop this person.
All right, we'll see how well you hit it.
One moment. Don't fuck me. It fucked me. Can I use inspiration? Because I don't want this person to die.
Sure.
There we go. All right. We are going
All
to.
right, you rolled well on that, so I will do a Constitution to see. Well, I'll do a Dex check for it to see if it still holds the person. But you
Okay,
do
level
hit, so
2
go ahead
of
and give me
shock.
damage.
So 26 lightning damage.
All right. Just looking at its stats real quick. So you yell out, and they all turn and face you, even the people standing on the ground. The person that the one is holding is still screaming. And as you cast your spell, the orb flies and nails this in the arm, and you just watch as electricity just courses all through its body, and its hand opens up as this person here falls to the ground. Now this thing is about 15 feet tall, so he is falling because it was holding it above his head, 15 feet. And I believe that is D6 per 10
Okay.
feet of falls.
Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, I mean, all right.
Classic
That is
RVO.
fine.
What'd you say?
I said it's the classic RVO technique.
All right, so this person right
Alright.
here, I will actually do that so you know which one. He falls to the ground and he just kind of lays there in a heap, but this creature is not holding him anymore.
I'm gonna count that one as a win
All right.
because I can't do anything without hurting others. I guess.
All right. You're not sure if he's alive or dead. He's laying there. Maybe he's playing possum. So that's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, Ceres, you are back here. You are currently.
Mm.
You watch that creature over there drop the person as Arvio attacked it. What do you wish to do?
I guess.
Can I tell at all if that person is like twitching or are they like dead?
From your angle, he's behind a fallen tree, a live tree, giant rocks, some bushes, so you can't even see him. You just watch him fall to the ground.
I'm gonna pat Ava on the back and I'm gonna cast haste on her and I'm gonna say, "Go get him, Tiger." And she's going to go back behind this tree, and that's it.
All right, so go ahead and give me a sneak, as you are now moving and they have battle awareness.
Ooh.
You can do so at advantage because they seem pretty focused over here. Okay, 19. And that is your turn?
Yep.
All right, Erwin. Awen. Well, Kelvic, I guess I should say. As you watch these people kind of come out and attack, you're not really sure about Philip's character or the two behind you, but you watch as this I guess you would know what a tiefling is. Attack of the giant. It drops your friend. You watch him, and with a pretty loud thump, he slams into the ground, and he's just laying there motionless. But it is now your turn.
All right. Damn, I think it takes an action to summon my weapon, doesn't it? Yeah. Let me double check that. So I'll go ahead and just summon my weapon. And then I'm assuming I'm in this guy's fighting range with the freaking rope too.
Be a fair assumption. You got about 15 feet of rope, so you can do with that what you wish.
Yeah. Just let me double check to make sure this isn't an action to summon this weapon. Yeah, it's an action to do so. So bonus action, nothing. Oh wait, no. Sorry, I should have had this prepared already. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and step back, I guess 15 feet. I can't even move my character right. What the heck? Hold on. So I'll step back 15 feet, and that's my turn. I gotta restart. 20.
All right. Well, as you step back 15 feet, you are going to leave the one guy's range.
Yep.
So he
that's
will
fine.
take attack of opportunity on you. As he just swings his giant, looks like a club. Looks almost like a tree trunk too. Is a so you would actually be right there, 15.
What was it?
That's
Sorry,
only
yeah.
that's only
5, 10. Well, he's standing here 5 feet away. Then that'd be 10, 15.
Oh, you're talking about because he has 15 feet of rope holding him onto it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can
Yep.
move away, but you can't get 15 feet away from it.
Nice.
Okay, so what was that again? That would be a 17 to hit you.
I believe that hits. I think I only got an AC of 14.
All right. Then you will take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing, as you move away, and it kind of catches you out of the side of one of its eyes and just swings at you with a club, nailing you in the side. And you said that was your turn, correct?
Yes, that's my turn.
All right, these two, they kind of move up against the tree trunk, and you see them, they're like pulling in the slack of rope and they're trying to yank it out, and they lay down against this tree trunk on the ground. They start screaming. Don't let us die, help us, help us. Since it is a surprise round, they do not get to go. Ava, it is your turn.
Well, haste gives me all kinds of cool things I can
Yes,
do.
it does.
So these guys would be considered our allies at this point, correct?
Correct, but you are also at this point unseen because you have not moved.
Well, I am from this vantage point since I am not seen. Does that give me advantage?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. I will, with advantage, fire my crossbow at this dude.
All right. Well,
18.
It will hit.
Alrighty. He will take 27 points of damage for any reduction calculation that may be in effect. But
All right.
so that's my one action. I am going to bonus action dash, which my speed is already 60 because of haste. It is now 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You're
6,
just
7, 8, 9,
flying through the forest right now.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So as I get here,
And do you come across this thing's range?
I go here, then here, then here. I'm staying out of its range. As long as it doesn't have a 10-foot reach. If it
Nope,
has a
it
10-foot
does
reach,
not.
if it had a 10-foot reach, then fine. But I'm staying 10 feet away from it. And then I'm going to use the extra action that I get to interact with an object or use an object to cut the rope that is holding this gentleman here.
All right, go ahead and with your dagger, give me an attack roll.
That's an
That
8.
Okay, your 8 still gets it, and go ahead and give me a damage roll with that.
8 damage.
All right, hold on. This says I need to roll. All right, so you run up and you easily just slice the ropes off. You said you're cutting his hands free, right?
Whatever the rope that is attaching him to this thing.
Okay,
That's
it
what
is bound around his wrist. So you just cutting the
Okay.
rope that
Then I'm
attaches.
cutting the rope. Yeah, then I'm cutting the rope around his wrist. If it's tied around his wrists and going, then that's what I'm cutting.
Okay, so you are now free, Lex, your character.
Okay.
And
What else do you
then
wish to do?
let's see, 17. I still have another. I mean, that was let me I believe I can move to here next to this tree. I still have enough movement to get actually a little bit right there. And then I'm done.
All right.
That's
So
the end of my movement.
you shoot this one. You sink it in good too, and then you just like blur speed across. And as your character is standing there, like out of nowhere, this person just runs up because you were focused on Grim and Arvio. He just runs up. You even say anything to him? You just run up, cut him free, and
No,
run away.
I run up, cut him free, and
So
just streak
Just
by.
a blur of a person cuts you free and disappears.
yeah, so what you would notice, Ava, is that if you happen to see my character before he summoned this weapon, you see a crossbow in my hand that's slightly giving off a black aura.
All right.
Does haste give you extra bonus action?
It gives me not an extra bonus, just an extra
Okay.
action.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Then with that, Grim, is your turn. Which I believe you said you were shooting him. All right. 9 will miss. Everything going on, they're kind of swinging wild, and you're trying to take a shot. It's not standing still, and it just flies up into the branches above it. But all right. And to paint the scene for you guys, obviously bushes, rocks, and stuff. These are not stumps. Those are fully grown trees. Obviously, the branches above, which is what the shadows are. Just want to clear that up.
Nope, that looks good.
All right.
Nice map.
That's your turn, Grim. All right. Then that comes back to your character, Philip. Which can you guys see names on the turn order?
No.
Negative.
No.
Oh, okay. So what do you
Take it.
do?
Take it, did that on purpose.
Formerly, Philip. No, I didn't know if he showed it or not.
I'm trying to do something that won't harm any of you.
Yeah, because you're big AoE. Uh-huh.
He's experiencing Arvio issues.
He is experiencing RVO issues.
Okay. It might not be a good idea, but hey.
You can do it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Take your time.
I'm gonna summon the wildfire spirit, and place. Post it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna summon him here.
Do you summon a fire elemental?
It is fire spirit.
Well, we will
Yes.
use that as a stand-in.
Yep.
And it's there. How big is it?
Hold on. Small elemental, yeah.
Small. Okay. So
Yep.
we'll do that for it.
Anything other than me that's within 10 feet of it will have to like to put him here closer to. Thank you.
Alright.
Anyone other than me within 10 feet will have to make dexterity saving throw.
All right. Formerly Lex, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, that's a fail, so that's 2d6.
All right. What's your DC? 15?
Yeah, 15. So dexterity saving would, the 8 would fail.
All right. This thing, you get the sense is not exactly all that dexterous as this appears and flames and start to like wraith out from it, and it tries to pull away, but it does not.
And as it appears, because it would have its turn right after mine, so I will shout, well, ideally towards the people in the middle, get a hold of him, and I will order the spirit to get them out of the.
All right.
So on its turn, he would then get in there, and if they get a hold of him, then it would teleport them out 15 feet.
All right. Well, we will say that it will go on your turn, independent from you. So next time it comes around, it will start going. And
Okay.
that's your turn.
Yes.
All right, Arvio.
All right, an attempt to give Lex, excuse me, Grimm's double a little bit of an opening. I am going to mind spike this one to make its mind a little bit more cloudy and maybe, a little bit easier to hit. I'd like to think in my head.
All right.
And this is going to be at third level, let's say.
Okay.
He'll need a wisdom save.
All right. Is it half damage on a success?
Yes.
Okay. So seems to hurt it, but not as much as you would have expected.
Mm.
So that is going to be a total of 18, correct?
Yep.
And halved will be. All right.
9.
Yep. And which one was again? This guy?
Yeah, I'm focusing firing on that one.
Okay. I don't know if you saw it, Lex, but I put the yellow dot on that guy for you.
I don't see the yellow dot. Yeah.
Okay. I will put a blue one on him then. So that's the guy you attacked, correct?
I never attacked him.
Oh,
Me.
who attacked this
Me.
guy? Okay,
Me.
sorry. That is the guy you attacked, Ava.
Yep.
All right, and Arvio, that is your turn.
Yep, I'm gonna back up a little bit more in this direction. But yes.
Okay, Cerez, it is your turn.
She is going to kind of poke her head out of behind this tree, and she's going to cast Spiritual Weapon at 4th level right here.
All right, what is your spiritual weapon?
It's haven't thought about it yet. Actually, we'll get back to you. Probably similar to Sherbrick, some sort of bird. Wait, I'm a penguin.
Penguin.
And it's gonna peck at it. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that hits.
$28, I think. No, 27.
16 plus 11, yeah, 27.
Sorry, and you summoned it here, you said?
Right behind it.
Okay. Alright, so actually, I think that one looks better. So you summon them there, and you definitely smacked them pretty hard.
And then, as my action, I am going to Ray of Frost it.
Right, go for it. 10. So it all of a sudden it looks down at this weird creature that appeared next to it, what looks like a creature, and as it does so, your ray of frost just flies right over it, unlike what your penguin can do.
Alright, and then I'll just get behind the tree again, and that's it.
Alrighty. Formerly Lex, it is your turn.
I am going to go ahead and back up 15 feet again to there. And that's 30 feet, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attack this one with my crossbow twice.
Right, go for it.
25 to hit for the
25
first
will
one.
hit.
7 piercing. And 18 to hit.
18.
7 piercing again.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. Gotta do a thing. Yeah, okay. So I remembered I should have done a thing last time too. I didn't. All right. So you yell out and formerly Philip, you yell out and you hear this guy up here. He's like, what do you want us to do? They're 15 feet tall. And he kind of like looks over to the log and yells at you or in the direction because he probably doesn't know you're in a tree. And he just ducks right back down, hiding behind this fallen tree here.
Mhm.
And they are just staying there. We will go with these guys' turn. So this guy, these guys have something interesting about them. Let me read this again. Okay, I will say that is true. So I have to make a wisdom save on this guy here. And that is not going to work. So this guy here, he's kind of looking at you and he looks really angry. And you notice he just glances at this person laying down here. And you watch as this long tongue comes out and kind of just licks the lips around his mouth, his chest mouth. And he turns. He's going to attempt to bite him, which I think that automatically goes through, right? Or is it just
Critical.
advantage if they're... Well, if they're incapacitated, let me see. I have it
Okay,
here.
roll like-
Can't take actions.
Oh.
Well, I
Chirping
have a
should know
que-
all about it now.
It's an automatic critical.
It's automatic critical? Okay. So this guy, he just all of a sudden seems very hungry. And he just bends down, bites it, and that is going to hit. And you watch as he raises up. Let me see.
I can
Yes?
do Sentinel through my Echo, can't I? Let's make an
What
attack
is your
towards.
link your sentinel?
Since the Echo's technically me. All I can really do is punch it, to be honest, because I have a crossbow in my hand.
You pistol whip it with the crossbow.
Yeah. I don't
bad.
see why he can't. Because like it's only spells your echo can't do, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
like, what would a punch be? Like 1d4?
Improvised weapon.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta roll see if you hit him.
True.
One second.
12 plus
I think it'd be your strength.
my strength modifier.
Yeah.
Strength plus 3 is 15.
15. You will, I believe, just hit him. So yeah, roll your damage to be 1d4 plus your strength modifier. I don't know. No, it's just 1d4. Alright, you watch as he turns around and just snacks on this guy here and swallows him. Yes?
No, that was just his Arvio's reaction. Oh. Well.
It just turns around, bends over, and just like bites him and then throws his body back, and you watch as he just swallows this guy whole. It still has 2 attacks, so
Damn
just
it.
engage with your echo, gonna turn. And that will... Echo has your same AC, or is it lower? Okay, well that will miss. And that will miss. So he turns around, he bites this guy and just consumes him and starts swinging wildly at your echo. Nothing seems to happen though. You up here, formerly Lex, have drawn the ire. Well, you and Ava. And this thing's gonna run up here. Just comes bouldering along. Boom, boom, boom. Does the spiritual weapon get to take attack of opportunity?
No.
All right, and
All
does
clerics in
your
the world wish yes.
does your creature here get to take one?
I don't think it has it. It, I can't. I don't see it say that, so I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll say no for now, but if we figure it out, we correct it in our next session. So it is going to run up here first and attempt to swing once at you with its tree club it's holding, Ava. And that is going to be 14 to hit, which I believe misses you, right?
Misses me completely.
All right, and then it is going to step over here, taking attack of opportunity from you.
Ooh, well,
And is going to swing once.
take 7 damage.
It does. It's going to swing once at you, formerly Lex. That will hit.
Wait. Can we call him X-Lex? Maybe?
Okay, and then that is plus. So you will take 18 bludgeoning damage as this thing runs over, and as it runs by the tree, it kind of swings wildly at Ava, missing, and then brings it back around and slams you in the side. And as you're kind of reeling from that damage, it is going to attempt to bite you. And that will also hit. And that will deal, is going to be, sorry, it was a lot of dice I had to roll for his bite.
Oh,
Yeah, lovely, right?
yeah, I know.
That will be 19 points of piercing damage as you're kind of reeling back, and all of a sudden it lunges forward and just snaps its mouth onto you. And it lets go, doesn't swallow you, like you just witnessed this one down here due to your friend. And Ava, it is your turn.
All right. These guys look big and brawny and big, or they look nice and lightweight?
The people cowering by the trees?
Yes.
You witnessed it enough. They look like they're in traveling clothes, maybe merchants or something like that. They do not look like they would hold their own in a fight.
All right. So Ava is going to, first off, she's going to take her crossbow and shoot this one in the back, or
All right.
attempt to shoot it in the back. A 20, I assume, hits.
That will hit, yeah.
For 19 damage.
Okay.
Then she is going to use her bonus action to dash. She's going to go over here, use my interact with an object, the thing with the that I get in the haste. I'm going to pick this guy up, and I'm going to take him over to here and drop him behind this tree.
All right. When you pick him up, your speed is going to be halved.
Yes, that's why I'm dashing.
All right.
I have 120
drag
feet of movement when I'm dashing.
All right. You will drag him there, and he, the rope has been let go. Oh, this guy didn't take his turn. The ropes have been let go, but they are still bound at the wrist. But you do manage to pick him up and run him over there. And that's your turn.
That's my turn. And I'll say, wait here, hide here. Don't get eaten.
All right. I will. This guy did not go. So he's going to run over here. Doing him real quick, and he's going to attack you all 3 times there, Grim.
Bring it on.
One of those 3 times will be a 4.
Alrighty.
I can't tell you which one because I don't know the rolls. So,
All right. Well, I rolled them in order. So do you want first, second, or third one? Or do you have to know the outcome first?
No, it has
I
to be
can't.
before.
I have to be said before.
All right. Well, you can say it was the first, second, or third roll if you want. I'll let you pick.
Sure. First, why not?
First, okay. First one hits. Second one hits. Third one is going to hit you as it attempts to bite you, Grim. Well, not attempt. It is going to bite. And again, this was a lot of dice. So give me a second. You guys notice that these things have giant mouths, and that seems to be a big tool for them. All right, you will take 13 points of piercing damage. Yeah, piercing damage as this one runs over and he just like swings, hits the tree. You kind of notice Arvio does something a little funny, and then the next on that hit, and then the next one just misses and slams to the ground, so it just gives up and leans in and bites you. And that would have then took us to Ava, which is now going to take us to you, Grim.
Alright, I'm gonna be raging and throw down my hand crossbow and take out my battle axe and my shield and just try to attempt to bash someone that just bit me with my battle axe.
All right, go for it. +20 will hit.
Oh, +2, so 7.
Philip, what did you want your fire spirit to do?
To take them to safety, basically.
Okay, it is a small creature. These guys are medium size. So what particular were you wanting to happen? Because take to safety is broad.
Basically, because the spirit has ability to teleport willing creatures within 5 feet, up to 15 feet to unoccupied spaces.
Okay, and does it say how far it can move?
It can move
30 feet?
30 feet.
No.
Yes.
Oh yes, 30 feet. Okay, so it would have moved up here then, and I will still say that Ava saved the one, but it would have teleported away, and that guy would have still been laying there.
Fair enough.
So he did manage to get that one away, and I believe 5, 10, 15, that would have put him right there. All right. Because, yeah.
A lot of extra stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm just interpreting it. He was incapacitated, unconscious. I'm not sure he necessarily could have been willing.
True.
He doesn't really.
That's fair.
So we'll just go with that. I know we kind of messed that up, but we'll just do that because things have already happened to kind of fix what should have happened. All right, and Grim, you next turn.
Yeah, I'll attempt to hit him
10?
again. Yeah, swing at him again.
All right, your 10 will miss.
And I'll use an Unleash Incarnation to hit the other one that my Echo's next to.
All right, go for it. 13 will miss.
And that's my turn.
All righty. That will bring us. Did we skip you, Sarah's?
No.
No? Okay. Just felt like you didn't get to go again.
Oh,
That'll bring us back to you formally, Philip.
Cast spiritual weapon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Okay.
A lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Is that an action? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. I did see from the tree that this mysterious character took a beating. So
Yes, and he looks
how-
pretty bad.
how tall does the tree look like? How
The
tall
tree
is
that
it?
you're in?
Yeah.
It's not too incredibly tall, probably 40, 50 feet.
I would jump down here.
All right.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me just a dexterity save.
That's fine. 12.
Well, apparently trees are really tall. We'll just say you were in a young one. You managed to land and not take damage from that.
Okay.
I was not sure how tall a tree was. Just Google it. 150 to 210.
I was gonna say.
We'll just say it's a young tree. So
Okay.
go ahead with the rest of your turn.
I drop out of the tree.
Then, no, I'm gonna stand next to him and cast Aura Vitality. And
All right.
use bonus action to give this mysterious gentleman 2d6 plus, since my wildfire spirit is active, that gives a bonus of d8. So 2, 8, and 1d8. So you heal for 14,
Okay.
and I stay next to you. And that's it. Since I used my bonus action, the spirit can't do anything other than stand there with the NPC.
All right. Well, with that, Arvio, it is back to you.
Oh heavens. Okay. Shit.
And
Grim
with
is
a
basically.
plan.
I have a singular plan. While Grim seems to be double teaming these guys, I'm looking over in this direction. It's like, oh, we have company. That's fun. Anyway, back to this. I think I'm gonna continue focusing fire on the Shade Grim is currently trying to take care of, just to get this one out of the way. So,
All
Chromatic
right.
Orb, let's say. Oh, shit. Well, that was better than I was going to say, but does that hit?
That will hit. That will
And
just hit.
fantastic. Thunder damage, by the way.
All right. So you launch this orb out and it flies towards this creature and it kind of sees it and it tries to dodge out of the way. And as it almost gets away from it, all of a sudden the orb just booms and this thing kind of stumbles back a bit as you hit him with quite a bit of damage. 22, right?
No, that's more than 22. That's 30. That's 32.
32, sorry. So you have at this point bloodied the creature.
Oh, that one's almost down, Grim. No worries.
It's standing there, and its belly is larger than the other creatures, knowing that it just ate somebody whole.
Well,
And
I mean, if you hit him whole, maybe he'll bust up again. Otherwise, I can't do anything.
he's sitting there just kind of panting, and he got lots of blood, and you can kind of see some magical residue still left on him, still standing. That was your turn, yes?
Yes, and as I
All right.
kind of go behind this tree because this one's getting a little close.
Then that will bring us to your turn, Ceres.
All right, so she is going to move her spiritual weapon up until right here. Unfortunately, doesn't get into range just yet. Soon, hopefully.
All right, you watch as your penguin just starts gliding across the ground towards it.
As my action, I am going to cast Ice Storm, centered right. Centered right here, so it gets both of them and then avoids everyone else.
All right, you said right here.
Mm-hmm.
Just put that there as a marker for it.
Okay. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
All
Be right
right,
back.
no problem. Okay, so this guy up here will he kind of dodges out of the way. It still clips him as your ice just starts raining down. This one here gets hit fully by it, though.
Okay. So the one that succeeds takes half, and then it's difficult terrain.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
Internet decided to reboot.
No problem.
And I'm
Happens
moving
to the best of us. And you move up there? Okay. This one up here, as the ice is just raining down on it, you notice where it has pelted it. It is now bloodied. It's a 20-foot radius? All right, so that's the marker there for where you centered it. And that's your turn?
Yep.
All right. Lex, it is your turn.
So, seeing this mysterious figure helped me out, I will tell them, you might want to get away from this person. I'm going to go ahead and try getting away. I can't do anything close range. So I'm going to take an attack opportunity.
Okay, they will take it. And that will definitely hit you. So you will take... Sorry, 1 second. And then
Hopefully
that is going to be plus... You will take 14 points of damage as you go to run away, and it catches you in the side with its club.
Hey. And then as an action, I'm going to cast Fly on myself and fly up 60 feet.
All right. That's easily enough to get into the
Well,
branches.
55, I would say.
So, yeah, we will just put some wings on you. You're flying. All right, you're up in the tree. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. This guy here, I've been teleported. The rope is dropped. He's just gonna turn. What is his movement? Okay. He just starts running this way. Wants nothing to do with these things. That's as far as he gets. All right. Well, you're the only one with this one up here, Philip, so it is going to attack you 3 times.
Sorry.
I'm like, oh gosh. he
I'm
was
at
more
10
lively
HP,
than-
dude. I can't do much right now.
I guess he was more lively than I thought.
All right, first
Is that
one
how you
missed.
sound?
Yep, first one.
So wait, let me see. Your AC is lower than I thought it
It's
was.
15, yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, first one hit. Second one will miss.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one, that will also miss. So it hits you with one of its club attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Which will
Crushing
deal
your skull, you're dead.
to you. It is going to be 14 bludgeoning damage as it smacks you in the side of the rib cage, takes your breath out of you. This one here is going to attempt to attack your echo 3 times. That will hit him. So it's very low HP, right?
Yeah, it's
like 1 HP.
It's 1 HP if it hits the 17.
All right. So he will disappear. I'm just putting him here because I know you might come back out. Where was that guy right there? He is going to have been getting bothered by this guy that popped out of a tree and doing stuff. What's his total movement? Yeah. So he will run up here. He will he'll run to here and he'll try to step past you since you have your sentinel attack.
Oh, definitely.
So if you stop him, that stops him. RVO is saved. Alright, so being unable to continue, it's just going to turn and attack you 2 more times as you kind of stop it. 17 will miss you.
Yeah, I have 21
Yep.
AC with
Yeah,
my grim.
so the one misses, but it will attempt to bite you with its last attack. And that will hit, and you will take, again, lots of dice here.
Good thing I'm raging.
Yep. And the bonus to that. All right, so you will take 7 points of damage. That is the damage already halved. I didn't roll too well as
Okay.
it bites into you. And then the one here is going to swing at you twice. So one swing will hit you. That will be a 16, so that will miss. And that will be lower than 16, so that will miss. So it will hit you with one of its swings.
Man, this is as much of a beating as I've ever taken.
Yes, it is.
This
So
is
that is-
concerning. This is a little.
A little.
A
You will-
little.
You will take 12 points of damage as it slams you, this one down here with a club, but that will be halved into 6. And that is all of them, do believe. So Ava, it is your turn.
All right. So Ava is going to shoot that guy,
Which one? Okay.
the one up north.
10-4.
She's gonna keep at that one. Missing. She
Yep.
is going to fire again with the other action she's got. Hit a 22
22 will hit.
for 25 damage. And then she is going to bonus action take aim with her offhand one, kind of like squint one eye and fire it. So and miss. She a 7.
At 7 will indeed miss.
So 2, 3. But then she turns around to Sirius and says, "Make sure this guy stays safe." And then comes over here and kind of crouches down behind the log here.
All right. And that is your turn.
That's my turn.
Okay, Grim, it is your turn.
Alright, well, Grim is gonna reckless attack.
That's valid.
Yeah, and I will bonus action my echo
All right.
right
where you
next to
putting
me.
it? Okay.
And I'll have me attacking this one first. Oh,
And
that's
that
not,
will miss.
that is not an advantage. I did not click on advantage. There we go.
That's right, you do get advantage. Yeah, 26 will hit. All right. You're slowly whittling this guy down, but he is not looking well as you slice into him with your battle axe.
I hit him again.
That hits.
Yeah, because all my attacks get reckless, right? Or advantage, no?
Yeah.
Okay. And I will unleash Incarnation.
All right. That will hit.
Well, actually, does that work through my echo? But
Either
I guess
way, it will hit.
either way hits.
All right. So this one's trying to run past you to get to this person casting spells at him from behind a tree. You manage to clip his leg, and he kind of stumbles and turns and growls at you. And he starts wailing into you, missing, but he manages to land one. And as you retaliate, you take your battle action, you cut him a couple times across, just opening him up. And all of a sudden, your echo, this dark, shadowy essence that resembles you, steps up and just cleaves it from the bottom of his mouth down. He just watches its guts spill all over the place, covering you with a lot of gore as it falls down dead.
And I'm going to move the echo here. I'm going to cast Action Surge. Can I reckless again, or is that already, because it's already done it?
It's still your turn, so you're still considered reckless.
But
Okay.
you're only considered reckless when it's your turn.
Exactly. I'm gonna swing at the bottom one then.
All right. Just looking at that because,
Yeah, I'm making sure.
well, not about the reckless, but about your action surge. I
Yes.
don't
think it's
think
just
your action surge
additional.
would affect him. I think it would affect you, right?
Yeah, it affects me, but I can undo another Unleash Incarnation though.
Okay. Well, 14 will miss, 21 will hit.
And then I'll use my another Unleash Carnation.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I see it there. 24 will hit.
And that is my turn.
All right, this one has not been attacked too much. So it still looks pretty healthy.
I
even
just
after all that
scream
damage
at
you
it at the top of my lungs in like a bear growl.
did. It got like drool just like dripping all over its place, kind of like in the picture, and it just sticks its tongue out and licks its lips. As your turn, formerly Philip, it is your turn.
Oh boy.
No, don't say that.
Oh, let's try to get rid of this guy, at least for me to go away.
It's pretty bloodied.
Hmm. I do appreciate my safety more though than finishing him off. So I'm gonna attempt to use Earth Tremor on him. He has to make dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Yep. Okay, I believe. Yeah, there it is. 15. Okay. So the ground starts shaking. All of you can hear a bunch of grinding and rumbling as you watch this thing here just fall right on its back.
And as he falls, I'll make a few steps back. 1, 2. I'm gonna go around.
Okay,
Here, between
they
the
can
bushes.
still attack prone, so he will
Oh,
take.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he will take an attack, but it is at disadvantage because it is prone.
Mhm.
So it is going to swing at you, and it's a good thing you got disadvantage because it rolled a 20 and a 10.
Whew. That was close. And I use bonus action to heal myself with the aura since it's traveling with me.
All right.
So and I still have 1d8 on top of that. 9. Okay, and that's it.
Okay. That will bring us to you, RVO. You kind of
Before I
poke your
do
head
that,
back out and see this thing gut it now.
oh, that's slightly more reassuring. Question, DM. I know we've said it before, I think, but I just want to make sure before I do this. Does fire from fireball spread by your rules?
If the things are highly flammable, yes.
Oh, well, there goes
You
that idea. I'm
you
in
do
the
see a
middle of
lot
a forest.
of a lot of the wood does seem very vibrant and healthy. Does not seem like it's dried tinder, but you do see like logs and stuff laying around. So if you
One.
did it, you may want to avoid those.
Welp. All right, let me actually look at the place where I'm. Damn, because it's like right here, and this thing's gonna catch. There's a lot of stuff on the ground. Darn it. Okay, well, because that
You
situation's
could
gonna go.
you could also raise it up in the air so it doesn't, try to get above stuff below the trees.
That's true.
Because these things are really tall. They're about 15 feet tall. So
Is there any way that I can kind of get above this thing and just kind of engulf the top half of its body in flame with a fireball?
I will say you could probably, if you put it here, you'd be above those bushes in between the trees, and you
Okay,
could do that.
I will do that. Please let me select worksheet. I need you to work for me. Thank you. Okay, that's going to be at 4th level because I really want this thing to die.
All right. Dexterity saving throw. Things do not
Yes.
seem too dexterous. but it still saved that, so we'll take half.
15.
All around me are familiar mouthpiece. Oh, fuck. Okay. Sure. That's fine. I'm just gonna skedaddle on over here. I'm not sure if I see the druidess or not, but here I am.
Yeah, they're not trying to be stealthy. You can hear them running, crashing through bushes.
Just casually walking by and you're just sprinting through like it's like, oh hi.
Just
Yeah.
running between the bushes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking back at this thing up here.
To be honest,
Sarah's.
All right. She's gonna come up here. Over here, she's gonna move her spiritual weapon. I think it should just have enough. Yeah, it'll be right there, so she could attack the thing next to Grim.
All right.
Spiritual weapon. There's
22 will hit.
nice, and still at 4th level, so 18.
Alrighty.
And
18. Still looking rough for wear, but not bloodied yet.
as her action, she's gonna take a deep breath and let out a pretty big breath. It's gonna be icy, and that ice breath is just gonna kind of go over and cover him as she casts life transference. So she'll take 23 damage, and Kelvic's character will heal 46.
All right, so you're
Jesus.
kind of standing there. Is it 30-foot range?
Oh, is it 30 foot? I thought it was 60.
Because he's also 60 feet up.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm high.
Or 55 feet up, yeah.
Well then,
I just
scratch
noticed
that.
the 30-foot on it.
Well, scratch that then. I thought
I'm
I
about
forgot about
55
that.
feet up.
So instead, she is going to cast Ice Knife at that thing at 3rd level then.
All right, go for it. 22 will hit.
Actually, I can't upcast it, so 1st level is... Oh, yes, I can.
you hitting the one that's next to him because it has advantage too.
So it'll take 15 damage, and then it has to make a DC 16.
Saving throw for the cold.
Yes.
I believe so. Prone does not say they have disadvantage on their dice checks.
Okay.
So that will be dexterity. Oh, it will just save.
Okay. So it just takes 15 piercing.
All right. As it's laying there, you see it starting to get up, and you flick a piece of water at it, and it forms into this ice and flies into him and just shatters and lets out a little bit of a grunt. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, ex-laxative, it is your turn.
So because I have ranged weapons, it's going to be a disadvantage, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and go... Yeah, that's about right. So I'll go ahead and fly here. Can I see this one?
Oh, yeah.
Bonus action, I'm going to do my fighter spirit, which will give me advantage on my attack rolls. And I'm going to do 2 attacks on that one with my crossbow. 18, but because I have advantage, I can re-roll one of my dice because of my feat. So I'm going to re-roll the 12. I believe it's +7 to hit, so...
You can just click your weapon attack again, can't you?
I mean, I could. Let's do that, yeah.
We'll just take whatever the first 21.
Yep, 21,
All right,
so...
well, you hit.
That's 8 points of damage, and then I'm gonna hit it again. Fighter Spirit gives me advantage on all my attack rolls for my turn right now. So yeah. And then I'm gonna roll one more time just to see if it's higher. The 13.
13. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I can re-roll one of my
yeah,
advantage
your
dice.
19 still counts, right?
Yeah, so my
Okay.
19 does, but I get to re-roll one of them anyways. So see if it's
Yeah,
a
makes
20.
you get a 20. Your 19 will hit.
That's 6 points of damage. And then I'm going to action surge and hit him one more time. Same thing.
All right.
19 and 20. So the 20 is going to hit better. 8 points of damage, and that's my turn. I also
Alrighty.
gain 5 temporary hit points.
Yes, Ava?
So, do you have, out of curiosity, do you have to attack? You get to attack twice every time you use the attack option.
Yep.
Yes.
Then using action surge would give you 2 more attacks, not 1.
Action surge gives me 1 additional attack along with
It gives
my
you
Oh, is this
extra.
this is not at the fighters the
It
fighter one.
is, but reading it, it says here.
You get
It
1
tells
more.
me
You get to attack again.
You
Do
get
I?
You can
1.
take additional action. So you get another action to spend, and you can spend it to make an attack action. So you
Which
do get
gives
1
you-
more attack. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just
which
wanted to
It's just like
clarify on
mine.
that. So
Yep.
yeah. Alrighty, so I'll go ahead and attack him one more time. 18, and then it's 8, so the 18 will hit. 8 points of damage again on that one. And that's my turn.
All right. You guys can see these 2 people. They are still running. This one stops and cowering behind the tree. This guy, being left alone, is just trying to distance himself from what's going on. That will bring us to their turn. This dude up here is going to spend half his move to stand up. And he will see you and come lumbering your way. Boom, boom, boom. He's going to make 3 attacks. Since he only had 15 feet to go, he went towards the closest option.
On who?
Well, you're still up in the air really high,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So it's going to be on to formerly Philip. So 2 of those are going to hit. One of the keep misplacing my dice. One of the club attacks is going to miss. The other one will hit. You will take 14 points of bludgeoning damage from that first one, and then it will bite you because that also hit. Oh man, that's not a good roll.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. But what if it was like 14? Like, what if it was like 14 though?
It would still hit.
If it was 14.
Well, I would try it, guys. That's me. I did my damnedest.
You will take 25 points of piercing damage as it just bites into you.
Boy. That's life.
Okay, just wanted to see something real quick. And this guy down here kind of is taken aback as all of a sudden this person appears next to it. Is going to swing at him first. That will hit, so he will disappear again, just right there. Go hang out with the mushroom. It will then, as it disappears, it kind of looks confused and then notices you. Is going to swing at you. Which is that bloodied? Yes, it was bloodied on X-Lex's turn. That will hit you. That will hit you, so you will take from. You got to remember that you are raging. So it hits you once with a club there, Grim, as it swings, makes your echo vanish, comes back around, 6 damage that is already halved, and then it bites into you. Well, not as bad as the last one was. Plus you take half of it anyway, so you would have took 21 damage, but instead you are going to take 10 damage. And that will be their turn. That will bring us back to you, Ava.
All right, so Ava's going to do something crazy.
Just starting.
Ava's going to run straight up to this guy. And as she's coming, she's going to start screaming at him. And then she is going to attempt to stab him. Looks like that stab
An
probably
attempt
misses.
is what it was. Yes, as you go
And
wide.
then bonus action, she's going to shoot with her.
You're just so into yelling that you're just like randomly flailing.
Well, then my second action, I'm going to fire again
Oh, and that one hits.
for 27 damage.
Dang, man. The thing's looking pretty bad as you're screaming at it. It turns and looks at you, and you just flailing wildly, and you kind of compose yourself, and you aim and just sink one right into its eyeball, and it kind of like pulls back and throws its open hand over the eyeball.
All right, so that's my turn. I will stay right. I'm staying right there.
All right, Grim, it is your turn. All right.
Sorry, I'm having a little giggle fit, so I'm trying not to. But I'm gonna attempt to hit it twice.
Go for it. 25 will hit. And 26 will hit. Did exactly the same damage both times, huh?
I guess so. And with my last Unleash Incarnation, I'll hit it one more time.
All right. 21 hits. That's okay. I'm just going by the first numbers you roll. So. All right. You're definitely wearing it
That
down.
is my turn.
All right. Formerly Philip, it is your turn.
Yeah,
You are very,
I
very
know.
not having a good time.
I can imagine her being pretty scared right now. So as a bonus action, I request my my spirit to come and help me, and as my main action, in fear, I will turn into a brown bear.
What
Alrighty.
the fuck? What the
And
So I'm just gonna move you up there, and this will now be you.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't do anything right now. I have to wait for the next turn until I can
Yeah.
do anything with him. So yeah, I'll just stay as it is.
oh fuck?
It's extra HP.
Mm, and definitely stronger.
A lot of things have happened in the last 3 seconds of our video.
And after my turn, I assume my spirit will come as close as he can, so 30 feet, and would use a range attack.
Yep. So that will put him right there.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of just comes gliding through the air.
Mm-hmm.
And what is its range attack?
It is 60 feet.
Oh, you already got it. No, I meant what did it do? 9 will miss.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
All right, Arvio, as you watch this person running towards you, and all of a sudden you see one of these mouth giants get up and just start coming after him, and it's just welling into him. All of a sudden, this person turns into a bear, assuming it turns around and faces this thing. But now it is your turn, Arvio.
Along with hearing the screams of somebody that I thought I left a fucking continent ago. As a certain somebody was rushing one of these things, he's like, "Wait, what the fuck?" I don't. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna hit the one up here because, frankly, they need a lot more help than Grim does.
All right, and that one also looks very, very badly wounded. So go for it.
Okay. This one's gonna be lightning.
All right. Well, 13 will miss. It will fly wide.
Damn. Oh well.
All right, and that's your turn.
No, I'm fucking. This thing's coming at me. I'm going this way, peace. How much further
Yeah,
can I
sorry.
skedaddle?
Starting to feel a little uneasy as you realize they're coming from two different directions, moving towards you.
Yep. I'm like, nope. Just kind of like back up a wee.
All right, then will that bring us to the end?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And Cerez, it is your end, or your turn.
I think you're muted.
She's going to swing her spiritual weapon after moving.
All right. 26 will hit.
Sped roll for 14.
Still damage. What else you do?
And as her action, she is going to use a sorcery point to twin cast Ray of Frost on both of them.
All right.
The first
60
one
feet
and
will. Oops, sorry. The first one I will say will be this one up here. Will miss. Second one hit this one down here.
for 14 cold.
14. Alrighty.
And that's it.
All right. Lex, it is your turn.
All right, same tactic again. Bonus action, spirit, fighter spirit, and then I'm going to attack twice on this one instead. At advantage.
Go for it.
23. What's the other one? 25. So the first one's 25 for 7 points of damage.
All right. So as this one is standing there slamming down, chasing this person, and you watch as they turn into a bear, and it kind of looks up, seeing what's falling on it as blood's just pouring off of you, and it kind of opens its mouth and just taking in the taste of the blood. And as it does so, you aim right down its gullet and just let one go through right into the back of the head. And it falls down dead.
All right,
We'll
so I'm going to attack the other one.
Redirect. Yep.
Yep.
You're getting ready to shoot it. You're like, oh, never mind. You aim towards the
Yep.
other one.
So 9 points of damage to the other one. And I gain 5 more HP. And that's my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to their turn. That dude's just going to hide behind the tree. The other one's going to stay where he is. Seems you guys are getting the upper hand. So that will bring us to this guy's turn. Going to swing once at your echo. It's going to miss your echo, so it's going to swing twice at your echo. That's going to miss. So you just take a third, try to bite it, and that misses. It misses all of its attacks. Ava, it is your turn.
Alrighty.
As you can barely see around the tree, this thing's just going wild.
So, well, Ava's going to come over here. And she's going to fire.
That
And
hits.
she's going to put 29 points of damage into that guy.
All right. So as the killing blow, why don't you tell me how it dies?
Well, the bolt is going to go through the back of its skull, but come out through its eyeball on the other side.
All right, so you run up behind this thing. It's just flailing wildly at this shadow form of Grim, and you kind of take aim and you let loose. And Grim, you're standing there watching, getting ready to take another attack, kind of defending yourself from the blows that is just waving all over the air. You watch as all of a sudden this arrow just goes through and out, and this eyeball just, you hear this plopping sound as it sucks itself out and just goes flying through the air with the attached to the bolt, and this creature kind of just stands there and staggers for a couple seconds and then falls, almost landing on you as it falls with a thunderous thud. And you guys are standing there panting, few of you quite heavily wounded, blood just pouring out. As you look around, the scene is done. The battlefield has been conquered by you guys, and we will go ahead and take a break. 10 minutes.
Sounds
That
good.
sounds good.
By the way, I'll see you all after my nap.
Alright, I'm back.
All right.
So did you get the guess of what my class is now?
Did not expect you to fly. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Did
After
anybody else? Go ahead.
After
sorry.
taking the 3 hits, I was at half HP.
It's always
In the
a big
third
day
one,
and a big job when
or the 4th hit, it basically put me down to 10 HP. I had nothing left. I was planning on doing something stupid until you saved me.
That shit was getting serious.
I don't have a lot of HP. I only have 57, and I got down to 10, and I'm at 10
Yeah.
now again.
They've actually
Dude,
stayed
you
on
don't
the
have to
tree.
talk to me. I know the Hexblade woes.
And all I can do is range attacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I am back, but I'll go ahead and let the last 3 minutes roll out. So,
Welcome back.
you guys, you like the creatures?
I like how Grim was finally targeted for the first time in a while.
I saw these things. I was like, yeah, you guys have to fight these.
Oh, they're pretty nasty.
Indeed, they are. They got one vicious bite. And the thing is, if an enemy is
I'm
incapacitated,
back.
they have to make a wisdom save or else they consume them.
God, I did not fall unconscious when I was at the brink of death.
I was waiting for one of you guys to go down and try to make that save, see if it made it or not. But you guys managed to wiggle your way away from it.
Well, I was hoping to make myself, if it was going to attack somebody at the next round, I was hoping to make myself the target. Since the two people that I'm here trying to save look like they were both about to die.
Grim still has like 1 million HP.
I haven't been hit once.
Grim's pretty close to being bloody. But yeah, RVO
almost
kept
at-
his distance.
Almost at half health.
Yeah, he went toe to toe with 2 of them, and is only just half health.
He's an Echo Knight. What do you expect? Those things are
No,
young.
it's Barbarian Totem Warrior, dude.
Really? That's
Yep.
what it is? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
He's Bear
I'm
Totem,
really
so he
out
has
of it.
resistance to everything except for psychic damage.
That's also
Well,
young.
that and his Echo, they kept going after his Echo too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because if he wasn't having his damage and his Echo wasn't getting attacked, he would have took a boatload of damage.
So
Might have.
basically, Grim is invincible.
He's a good tank, we'll say that.
Mm.
But with that, I think our time is up. Is everybody here?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So you stand. You guys are recuperating, catching your breath, and you kind of just looking around. Obviously, Ava, you're going to be very comfortable seeing Grim and Arvio. Cerez, you're kind of new. You know them, but not long-time friends. But you do notice that there are these 2 other people. Well, you notice one person who's flying, just blood pouring out of him, dripping down, and a giant bear standing there just
Yeah.
"Roar."
I actually, I can imagine, well, her being in a little bit of a frenzy. So even while he's dead, I could kind of see her clawing on him like at least 3 times before turning back, kind of just going from bear roar to like. Going from close to like fist, like you foul monster.
Well,
And as you appear back in your human form, you all of a sudden you like stumble and you're having trouble breathing as you as well are just pouring blood all over the place.
Oh yeah, I took a beating.
and Abe all of a sudden will streak over, since she still has haste active, and come over and be like, you guys okay? You look like you could you needed a little bit of help.
I've been better.
Our view, is that who I think it is?
I do believe it is. I say loading a crossbow.
And then I come over, I again streak over to Arvio and give him a big hug.
I raise the crossbow. Yeah, but you stay right over there. Fuck
Hey, we caught up to you.
off. Yeah, that's the problem, shithead.
What do you mean? We're trying to help. We came to help.
Sure, great.
Lex and Philip, they decided to continue on the airship, and I didn't feel right to leave you guys behind.
That's quite convenient, isn't it?
I kind of believe she's telling the truth, since the imps wouldn't know about. Then I'll just point over to Ceres.
And Sirius decided to come along with.
Is it okay? You guys hear
I'm not. Oh,
the 2 people who were hiding behind trees.
They're down.
You
can come out now. Oh, you guys think I might be an imp? Is that what the?
Yeah. Yes. Would I be aiming a crossbow at you otherwise?
I will take my dagger, and I will I guess slice it across my hand to prove that it's me.
I kind of believed you more since I saw Ceres, since they wouldn't have known about her.
That's true. Also, imps would have just kind of joined in on the fun. And they probably wouldn't have harmed themselves. So, I'm going to say you pass on this. I say I put down the crossbow.
As they're talking, this NPC back here is going to get, Awen, where's Torth?
Torth is dead. Sorry.
What happened?
He got swallowed.
I mean, did you try digging him
out? Yeah. And which one is it? And they kind of like jump over and they come over and they're looking around.
I'll start slowly trying to like stick my battle axe in this one to open the stomach without hurting anything.
It's
Okay.
it's this one, and yeah.
Give me a dexterities check. You're trying to slice it open. Okay. This thing is pretty rotund and got its stomach sticking out from swallowing a person, but you manage to cut it open, and you watch as his body just kind of slides and plops out, and it's just sitting there covered in all kinds of gore. Like, no, Torth, and they run up and they kind of like bend over him and checking on him.
Is he alright?
Can any of you do anything?
I can make a medical check on him and see if he's still alive.
Roll medicine, right?
Ava will wave her hands over him. Just
What can I
waving.
do?
Giving
Hey,
good
you-
vibes.
As you're standing there waving your hand, you formally fill up and you bend down and you're checking this person, and they have no pulse.
Sorry, he seems to be dead.
That voice.
None of you can't bring them back?
I don't know if anyone else have magic strong enough to do so. Not me, certainly.
No.
No,
Uh,
I can help you bury him, but that's about it.
I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. Don't get me wrong. Thank you. Thank the gods that you're here. It's unfortunate Torth died. I guess we'll just. I'm sorry. He was a longtime friend. Thank you all. My name is Feren, and this is Sel here, and that one up there. And are you still flying? No, I
No,
guess
I
you
came
landed down.
down.
They point at you. That was one of our guards, Awen. But
Good to meet you, Awen.
what was your name? And they turn to you, Ceres.
Cerise, it's nice to meet you. And she'll extend her arm out.
He'll reach out and try to shake your hand. I don't know if your customs are different.
No, she'll shake it.
All right, and he'll be like, "Thank you. If you don't mind, I guess bury him here. Find some place that looks a little nice." He
Alright.
kind of just starts like walking off this way a little bit.
She's gonna find a nice place, probably maybe under this tree, away from everything. She's gonna cast Mold Earth.
All right.
She's gonna make a little grave.
As you point that out, he will head back over here, and him and his friend will pick up the body, and they'll come over
I'll
here.
follow.
All right. Well, they put the body in there, and they kind of bow their heads, and
Where's your family, Arvio?
Yes, I should go check on them. One moment. Goes off in the section.
all right.
Once they bury him, I'll use my staff of flowers to put a single rose on top of it.
All right. Well, they kind of give like a little eulogy, like he was a good man. It's gonna be hard to tell his wife and kids what happened, but at least he's not running away in the carcass of one of those things. And as you cast the spell, the other one's like, "Oh, thank you, appreciate it."
Sorry I couldn't protect him. I
It
can't
doesn't
do
seem
very
like
much
any
about
of you
this.
could have protected us. And I don't think it's necessarily your fault. We hired you to keep us safe from all the soldiers, not from whatever those are. And he points back over here.
Yeah. Circumstances in this country are quite grave.
What are these things? As I start poking it with my dagger.
Do I have any knowledge of what these are?
I would say from the background we talked about, no.
Well, I'm sure you wouldn't know anything.
Nope. Guys might be able to figure out they're giants. And, pretty tall.
I mean, it's giant category, but who knows what kind of monstrosities these things are.
No, it's just some nasty creature is what it is. Does it deserve to live?
Well, if
Uh,
they're preying on innocent people, of course they deserve to die.
As you guys are talking, doesn't take you too long, Arvio, until you find the tree that you left your family behind, and she sticks her out. Is it safe? I was a little worried.
Yes.
I heard a lot of commotion.
Yeah, all the big. I'm gonna call them. I think they're giants. They might be giants. Doesn't matter. They're dead now. Although
All right, so what now?
yeah. Well, we have a couple. A couple of them seem to be burying their dead. I'm going to be asking them to see if we can get a quicker route to civilization.
That sounds good. I hope one of them knows.
Fingers
Shall we
crossed.
be on our way?
Yes. Well, let's go back to the group though first.
All right. And she follows you.
Actually, before that, what I don't know how much we've discussed Dymek being around gore because one of these things got like bisected by Grim. I don't know where we fly on that.
Grim's just trying to clean himself up.
Are you saying that to her?
Yeah, kind of. Where do we stand on that? Like, and I kind of like look over at Grim, who's like painted like.
I think you're.
red.
How about I stand over here with Dymek, and when you're ready, you can let us know.
That's a good idea.
All right. And so she follows you back a ways, and she stands where she can see you, but obviously not getting up close enough that Dymek can see things.
Yes, that's a good idea. I don't want my son turning into a homicidal maniac because he saw giant cuts once. Okay. Oh, there he goes.
Yep, just
Luckily.
walking, don't even hear you walking around. What are you gonna do?
I will say at this point your haste has worn off, Ava. But these two guys here, they're kind of like, just looking around at you guys, and then the silence is kind of growing. One of them, the Furren, is so we're kind of lost, and basically everybody we hired to protect us died. Is it okay if except Awen, is it okay if we travel with you?
I'm sorry for your guys' loss. Where do you guys need to head? I don't know this force at all.
Right now, back to civilization. We were heading to Aerith, but any town's fine with me. I just don't want to be out here anymore. The other guy's like, yes, we could always try to head back.
I kind of peek at them and be like, if you want you to sell us.
Yeah?
Salsa. Sorry. Salsa. It's the nearest town, I know.
Oh, shit. Where are my notes is this?
I've never heard of that town, but I mean, if you know where it is, I'd be happy to go. Yes.
Travel, if I remember correctly.
That sounds.
Alternatively, if you need a rest, I know that there are some elves living a little bit closer from here. And they could tend to your wounds if you require. They're not really fond of strangers, but if they see you in the state, I'm pretty sure they would give you some aid.
DM, I'm sorry. I did a battle note taking. What city were we headed to again? I was trying to find. Yeah, Torque. Thanks.
Yep.
And I was trying to find my notes while you were talking. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Say what the city was? Friku?
Elsa?
You
Oh,
tor-
Telsa is where she would take you. That's the nearest one she knows.
Well, respectably, we're all headed to Torque, so
You're heading to
which
Torque?
is in
May I ask why?
Hmm.
I don't look
Because
over
we're
just like
because we're headed to Torque.
because we're headed to Torque for work, among other things.
Can I roll insight?
I will lie.
Sure.
Well, actually, it's not quite lying, but sure.
Mm,
Uh,
All right.
okay.
Are you, RVO, heading to Utork for work?
well, I mean, that's not
No.
the only
There
reason.
seems to be a hinge. Actually, no.
Oh,
You
that's
rolled way higher.
Arvio's
Yeah.
role.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a critical success.
Well, if you're telling a lie, then it'd be deception. But if you're telling the truth, I would say it would be persuasion.
Oh, but then let me.
Is it the same modifier?
Can I? Let me see.
No,
I think
if
so.
depending on if he's proficient with it or not.
I'm not proficient in persuasion, so no.
Okay, what would be the number? We'll just subtract it from that. Is it enough
23.
that 17? Okay.
It's a natural 20, so.
Yeah, seems to be telling you the truth.
Well, if you're heading to work, I don't think you're going to be able to find it there.
And why is that?
I think you're not from around here, are you?
What gave it away? I looked down at my clothes. I looked back at
Yeah,
them.
what-
What gave it away?
Yeah, what gave it away?
Just that you're trying to get to Utork for work. I mean, okay. Fine. Since you guys saved my life and I technically owe you guys a debt for this, I'll go ahead and tell you. Utork's currently in a war-torn country right now.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Damn it!
Well,
The
where is
country
the
itself-
safest? Is the safest city around here?
Oh, I'm not familiar with this place, but
Can anything
Miss,
go?
as I gestures at Grimm's character, or not Grimm, but Philip's character
Hmm.
seems to know a way to get to a safer town.
I guess we could tell them the real reason there, RVO.
Respectfully, I was trying to find a place to settle down, but I mean, if it's in a war-torn country, it's not exactly the best of place to raise a kid, is it?
Well, at the moment, there's currently 4 nations that are currently waging war on Utork that I know of. 3 of them are in the south, 1 is in the east.
You should see Arvio put his hands over his face. Like, oh my god.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
But to be honest with
No.
you, their emperor is a freaking idiot. I don't see this war lasting very long, and I'm also seeing that Utork's probably going to fall. Because the emperor keeps sending troops in locations that are, he's spreading his troops too thin, is what I can say.
Yeah,
So-
that's why we were heading to Aerith.
Where's Aerith?
Aerith is up in the north.
Not really anywhere that's safe these lands, but at least it's not currently fighting 4 different nations.
But as far as my understanding too, is Aerith is not attacking Utork either, so I don't know what's going on with that either. But yeah,
Okay.
the emperor's quite an idiot trying to expand his own country. Of course you're gonna step toes on other nations. What do you expect?
Yeah, okay. So okay.
Can I attempt to whisper to Ceres?
Sure. You guys give me stealth to see how well you do it.
Okay. Oh, where is it?
Leans way over.
And what's an emperor?
Well, you see, there's these really big penguins, like my
Oh my
the thing I
god.
summoned.
What did he ask?
What's an emperor?
Oh my god.
Oh, this is gold.
Penguins. Okay.
They're kind of mean. They don't like being around people.
That's not good.
No.
Okay. Note taken.
Next, you lean over to Lex's character. What's a penguin, right?
Okay, maybe enough of questions for now.
Well, I mean, we'll go wherever you guys are gonna go, but it sounds like this one here. If you know, you said it was Celsa.
Yeah. There is.
I mean, if that's the closest place,
I mean,
maybe.
there is a elven city a little bit closer than that, but I don't think they would keep you around for too long. Maybe just to keep your wounds and all.
No, does the Elven City get us out of these woods?
Certainly not.
So, real quick here, I would like the features of our two new guests to be described a little bit. So,
Yes.
All right, yeah, go.
Do you want to start? Go.
Yeah.
All right. What you see is a half elf with tan skin, white hair, and blue eyes. He's currently holding a crossbow, and he's wearing kind of tatted leather armor. Really nothing distinguishable about him, but that's really about it.
okay.
All right. So the other character is very short, elven girl. I mean, she looks like a girl. With a mossy gray skin, blooming flowers of all sorts on her head. You can barely see brown hair peeking out as well as her pointy ears. She has bunch of little bags and pouches and whatnot strapped to her belt made of vine, and she's carrying a stuff filled with flowers on top on her back, and her hands and arms seem to be enveloped in ember-like crystal material.
And just to add to this, just a little.
Oh, if you wish so, go on.
Oh yes, please. Can I roll an insight check? Being as these people are probably going to be around my family for an extended period of time, I need to know if they're fucking off the rocker.
Oh yeah,
Go for it.
I'm an imp in disguise.
24. Which one of you is real?
I guess you would see somebody who looks to be a battle experienced type of fighter, and somebody else who seems to be one with nature, but
Yeah, a bit
they
of a
don't seem to be.
teenager.
They don't seem to be throwing off "I'm gonna kill your family tonight" vibes.
I don't need to kill my family like vibes. I was like, the color blue tastes like candy corn type of vibe. Like that's I need to know.
None of these people seem like they sort all their M&Ms by color before they eat them. No.
I don't even know what that means.
You
like,
mean
as a
sort-
term.
You're telling me that M&Ms have color? All I see is black and gray.
You don't mix your Starburst or with your M&Ms?
This might be a thing that's lost on me. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Okay, I don't understand what you're saying, but neat. Anyway,
No, I shouldn't say that. Go on.
it's fine. You person. Sorry, what's your name, dear? I kind of look over to the druidess.
Oh, I'm Leah. And she just like waves her hand.
Nice to meet you, Leah. I'm Arvio.
And you?
Yep, Arvio.
Oh,
Yes, great.
you look familiar. Have I seen you before?
God, I hope not.
Don't be rude,
Arvio, you get
Arvio.
around, don't you?
I'm not being rude. I'm
Said he
being
traveled
nice.
through this area before.
I did. I'm doing like a mental note of. No, I don't think it did. Anyway.
Oh.
Anyway, you said that the closest city was an elven one. What? But they're not necessarily friendly to outsiders. In what way?
Well, they could help us like tend to our wounds and maybe give us some food, stay for a night, but I don't think they'll fancy us staying for more than a day.
So a day is fine. They're not going to do any.
I would hope
Nefarious
so.
shit.
I would hope not. They usually helped in the past. They just a bit wary of outsiders.
Fair enough.
But if you want to
And
go to Human Sea, then the closest one I know is about 10 days away.
not Utork.
No,
Is
no,
that
no,
Utork or
I don't know where the Torque city is.
it's the one on the
She
island?
doesn't have a map.
I know. Arvio is just kind of baffled by this woman. I was like, okay. And you were headed to that city, right, Mr. I'm sorry, I also don't have your name either. I'm
Sorry, my name is Awen Hellfist, and you are?
again, Arvio, nice to meet you. Awen Hearthfist? I want to make sure I get it right.
Hellfist.
Hellfist? What a name. You were headed in the direction of that human city as well, yes?
As far as I know, and I'm looking towards the two NPCs, forgetting their names right now.
Fern and Cell?
Yeah, Fern and Cell. That's what the plan was, correct? We were planning on going up to I already forgot
To
the
Aerith, not
Yeah.
this Celsa. But I do not really care. Yes, if you help us get out of here, I mean, we've already paid you, and they look at you, Aaron. But at this point, I think just getting out of here alive is our top priority.
I think we need to find civilization first, and then see what we can do from there. Maybe
I
these woods
concur.
is not a good idea. We've been traveling way too long, anyways.
Yes. So, which direction is this city in again?
It is southwest of here, more or less.
That goes to Utork. Is it the
Well-
same direction? Okay.
None of us have a map, so I don't think we can figure that out for ourselves.
Yeah. Okay.
And currently, I'm lost, so I don't know where
Um,
I'm at. I just know I'm in the Troll Woods.
I can get us out of the woods, but if
DM,
Utork.
can I use this to determine exactly the southwest direction from where I stand?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
always know north.
And you kind of see her point one direction, spin on her heel, and like, this direction. Pointing to
Alright.
southwest.
I'll go ahead and follow.
I will as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Before we go, can we get our stuff from the Giants, please?
That's wise.
And these two, they'll come over and they'll pull the pouches that these things had tied to their waist, and they'll start rummaging through them.
I'll grab this one over here. From my understanding, all they really had was horse meat.
You saw him take stuff from the caravan. You just didn't know exactly what.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll just rummage through this.
All right. You just taking everything out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going over to my family to give them the latest bad news. Because, God.
I'm gonna use
Okay.
my
Well,
rules.
while they're rummaging through packs, you walk over and. So what's our plan?
So, Torque, apparently, those fellas over there, their names are Fren and Cell. Am I getting that right? Okay.
Furren and Sal, yeah.
Current. Yeah.
Fren and Cell? Okay, thank you. One moment. One moment. There we go. Apparently, they're heading away from Torque because it is currently at war with 4 other civilizations.
Well, that's just lovely.
Yeah, it's just lovely. So they're going to be headed to it. What is it? Eloin? Was it? I'm sorry, guys. I'm really tired right now. I'm so out of it. Please help.
Now, should we go camp?
I think, yeah.
Time of day is it, anyways?
It was heading into evening.
Yeah.
Sun's
Sunny-
starting to creep down.
Sunny
How
side
ma-
up.
How many hours till sunset? The keen mind allows me to know this.
Less than an hour.
Oh. I kind of shout, "We got less than it gets dark."
Well,
Sunny
then
side up.
let's
We
set
have
up
a
camp.
Druidess on our side now, so hey. At least she can know the woods.
That is a relief.
Yes. She seems a trustworthy sort, too. Anyway, we should probably making a wide berth around the corpses. Catch up with everybody else, yeah?
All right. Well, you rendezvous with the group as they have settled, picking clean the corpses, and you guys find yourselves a party once more.
So anyway,
Alright. So I
Yes,
guess we're
sir.
gonna travel for a bit until it gets dark and then set up camp.
Oh, we
I
could
will.
stay here. I mean, we got rid of those. I don't think there's anything worse around here.
Hmm.
We could
Dead
just set
bodies
up
attract
camp next to
predators.
Dead body, yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's best that we move a little bit away from these corpses.
Not to
Yes,
mention they tend to smell.
Yeah.
also true.
You think we should cut one up for some food?
Do you want
I
to
can.
eat
I
that?
can.
Did
make
I
us
grab
some-
horse meat?
If you wanted to, you would have found it in there. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I got some horse meat.
I can make
The
us food.
horses.
Don't worry. If we're eating tonight, then I'm going to cast create food
Do
and
you
water.
say you have? Sorry, but do you say you have horse meat?
Yeah.
All right. As you're offering to cast food and water, the fell will come up to you. That's Buttercup. That's disrespectful. You should bury it.
Hand him the horse meat.
Um.
Soltek, how badly does the whole area look like after the battle?
There's blood everywhere where you guys fought them. A lot of crashed down stuff from these giants kind of bumping around and taking wild swings. The ground is definitely tore up and dug up.
Mhm.
You can definitely tell fighting happened here.
But it's not in hospitable state, is it?
No, it's not like a
Okay.
nuclear bomb went off. It's looked like a bunch of pigs were out there rutting around for a while, except there's blood covering everything.
That's fine. Just wanted to check if it needs repairing or not.
Yeah, they should go back to normal, a couple months or so.
All right.
But as you offer your food, the two come over and gladly take it because they have no rations. Or, thank you. This definitely helped us out.
Oh, of course.
I'm going to test the food before Omaima and Daimek eat.
I'm
Just
gonna
to make sure
walk
it's
off for a bit and
Okay, I
collect
need a
some.
Constitution saving throw, Aria. I'm just joking.
awesome. Okay.
No, Awen's gonna go ahead and go collect some firewood and bring it back to the camp.
Alrighty. As you're heading back,
Oh fuck. Patron time, baby.
Are you offering the food to everyone, Ceres?
Yes.
Oh, then I'll gladly take some.
Grim still hasn't said a word, and has just been scouting the area.
The food will be exactly like the food that Sherbert provided everyone.
All right. Has Grim gotten any food?
Nope, I'm securing this perimeter.
All right, cool. I'm gonna get you some food then. I'm gonna get you like a cup of water and some bland ass cardboard food.
No, since I'm a wanderer, I'd probably go around and see if there's berries too while I'm walking around. Just click.
True, you're still getting your food. Do think.
Will do.
Yep.
Thanks, Arvia.
You're welcome. Da 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 dum 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 dum. Well, this is much more lively than traveling alone, like with like just 4 people. This is much better.
As we're sitting by the camp, I'm just like, I wonder what the weather's gonna be like tomorrow.
Would you like to see if I could predict it?
I'll
I
wait for
say pulling out the tarot cards.
I'll wait for Sorting to tell me. Thank you.
Damn it. Okay.
We're not that
Is that
close
also
yet.
something you can do? Is that also something you can do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
So I'll clear an opening for fire.
all right.
Put down, flick my wrist, and create bonfire.
All right. So you guys traveled away from these creatures?
I'm assuming
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Okay. So you found a little clearing place. You have a friend, Leah, who knows the woods pretty well.
Mhm.
Can help you find a suitable place, and you're clearing away some of the underbrush and leaves and sticks, kind of making yourself a little suitable pit, and you start a fire. You will have Furin and Cell kind of walk up and they start warming themselves. It is a little chilly in these woods, as well as your mama. I guess Dymek still kind of has his clothing on. You guys made him, so
Yeah.
So okay. First, before the spell, so do I see Dymek?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my god, he's so adorable!
Did you start approaching Dymek?
A little bit. Kind of
Miss-
with my
Shep-
hand, with my hands on my cheek, like, oh, no, like, okay. move
Misty
further.
steps in between you right
Oh, I'm not like 5 feet away. I'm like 10, 15. It's fine.
I know. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's
Yeah.
different then. Like you could see RVO perk up, like excuse me.
You could kind of see me like bending over a little bit, like, what's your name?
he just stares blankly at you, and then will look up at his mother, and then kind of rotate his head back and look at his father.
Who is currently like looking between him and this woman?
I'm taking my staff and and requesting a daisy, taking daisy. Do you want a flower? Kind of offering it to Dymek.
I just kind of look at Dymek and be like, I think she's fine. Then I look at her forearms and I'm like, I'm
I
I'm
just-
definitely getting a little bit closer to Dimec now, just in case. You know, like
I assume he doesn't take the flowers, so just put it in front of him. Here you go. And I go back to the campfire.
When you go
Also-
back, Myra will kind of lean over. You better find us a really good place to live for going
Yeah.
through all of this.
that's fair. That's yeah.
Would you like some of the food our new friend made? Newish. I know they joined us not too long ago, but she offers
Yeah.
you some of the food that Sarah's made.
Yes, please. Like the idea that Myra's like, you better fucking.
Grim is walking along the border, or a little camp, basically.
Did, with the druidic craft kit, do I well, I should be able to know what's the weather tomorrow is gonna be like.
5% chance of rain. Tomorrow comes. It's a downpour.
Okay, so you create a sentry effect that will predict the weather. You see what looks like a black cloud.
Particularly friendly from the from the mother nature, I guess.
Are you like stuttering in a corner? Like,
Kind of mumbling like, oh.
you know what? I fully believe that she makes all these noises.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Like just in a corner.
Yes. And munching the food from Ceres.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you guys have settled down. Do you set up tents?
Yeah.
All right.
Before we
Go
wrap
ahead.
up, Leah said something weird that Arvia wants to investigate. Leah? Leah, yes, that's your name.
Yes?
Hello. You said you. Oh boy, you said you saw. He like sees the crazy in your eyes. And it's like, ooh. um,
After she rested for a while, you can see that she's way more smiley than she was after coming back from birth form.
yes.
Yes,
that
what
was
is it?
Yes, you said you saw me before.
Uh-huh. Someone looks like you.
Oh,
It was
so
about
could
a
it-
year. It was about a year ago.
Oh, yeah, it might have been me. Just passing through, or
Yeah, I mean, I usually look out for people traveling through. If they need help of any sort, I tend to assist them. But if I remember correctly, I don't know whether it was you or someone looking like you. They were fine, so I just looked from afar.
of course. Just making sure. Also, while I appreciate, you trying to be cheery around my son, trust me, I do.
Okay.
He
Well, good to know that is your son. I didn't quite catch the resemblance, but he's damn cute.
correct. This fucking woman. You know, don't take his shyness for being rude. He just hasn't, been able to talk for a
Fine,
long
it's
time.
alright.
He's really shy, and
I understand. It's fine.
great. I'm glad we could come to an understanding. I turn around and I go back to my tent.
It's like, okay, bye.
Have a good night.
As she lays by the tree trunk, covering herself with a blanket.
For some reason, I just imagine you in the fucking corner eating tree bark, and then you're just pulling up like a fucking bed of moss. It's like a blanket.
Okay.
And then we look back, and your eyes are like reflective, like a dog's. It's like, oh god, terrifying.
Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
I mean, all I'm going to be doing is leaning up against a tree with my weapon out and cleaning it. And that's really it.
I'll take first watch.
And I'll take first watch too.
One
I
since
will
need my
attempt to.
sleep.
Just because I knew people.
I'll take second. I can't.
All right, who'll take third?
I'll take third.
I'll
And
take fourth.
watch?
I'll take
Okay.
fourth.
I'll take the last one, whichever it is.
You get to talk to Ava.
All right, so you guys all settle in after having ate. Sun goes down, becomes darker. And darkness kind of already on you before the sun went down because of the canopy of the trees, but now it is almost pitch black. The only light you guys have is the fire that is creating a small radius around all of you. As you all go asleep, except Awen and Grim, why don't you two go ahead and give me perception checks? All right, so what are you two doing on your watch?
I mean, I'm pretty much kind of looking around. Every now and then I'll walk the perimeter, but eventually I'll kind of come up to Grim and talk to him for a minute.
Go for it.
Grim, was it? I don't know if we introduced each other. Yep. Yep. What's your name, if you don't mind me asking? Just as I come out of nowhere, approach you. Pleasure to meet you, Grayskull. My name is Awen Hellfist. You have a
Same
unique
back to
fighting
you.
style.
I was too busy fighting two of them at once, so didn't even know you're there.
Well, all I could do very much right now is from afar. But you seem to be pretty strong. What got this group together? And how do you know everybody?
It's a long, convoluted story. The other two, they're recent. But I've been with the RVO the longest.
Well, it's not too much to ask. I would like to travel with you guys. I seem to owe you guys a life debt for saving my life.
You don't have to if you don't want to. That's what we're here for.
Well, with my family's strict rules, I have to. But it's tradition for me, at least.
Well, you didn't die, so it seems like you can hold your own.
Yeah, it was close though. But even so, you guys came out of the woods to help us. I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's an honor.
I think that's it.
As that conversation slowly dies out and you two continue about your watch, eventually it comes time to rouse RVO.
Slap him right in his chest. Not too hard, just good enough to wake him up. from behind,
Right,
so
stay
he just stays like I'm right above him, just slap him right in the chest.
He's like sleeping with my Tyvek, and he's just like. Just like
Basically.
Do you wake up yelling?
no, I'm like, like, I don't yell, but it's like I try to like not make a sound because Tyvek's still sleeping. But I still do.
You do hear some shuffling, and you kind of stop and look, and you see Jemima kind of like roll over. Doesn't seem to wake up though.
It's your turn. And I just walk back out of there.
Such an asshole.
And as he's getting ready for the next watch, I'll just tap his shoulder and say, "Good luck, my tiefling friend," and desummon my crossbow. Walk over to my
And
tree and
you
lay
too,
down.
Hellfist. Hoorah. That's. I have a question. Did you change your name to that, or were you born with it?
Are you asking about my first name or last?
The last one, because
It's a family name.
that's pretty rad. Good night.
All right, Arvio, as you take watch by yourself, go ahead and give me a perception.
Oh boy.
You are sitting there, kind of reflecting on things that have gone on, your life situation, choices you've made, or things that have been thrusted upon you. Also, still keeping watch with everything else, and you kind of perk up. You thought you heard something, and then you hear it again. Very, very faint howling. Seems to be in the direction that you guys had came from.
I don't see a reason to wake anybody else up for this, but I will definitely keep an eye on that area.
All right. As your watch goes on, you're more aware of this and you're listening, and you can hear howling seems to be, it's coming from the direction that you came from, but it seems separated. So they're not like all bunched together. You can tell they're spread out, and slowly you can hear as the howling seem to converge into one area. And yeah, nothing seems to approach the campsite. It doesn't seem to grow closer to you, but definitely something back the way you came, making a lot of ruckus, whatever it is, and
Okay.
eventually kind of dies out.
After it dies out, and I can kind of be sure that maybe I don't need to watch it quite so closely anymore. I need to check my spells. I have enough. I would like to cast Sending
All right.
to Philip.
Ooh.
Okay.
And there's a pause as he like cast it, trying to figure out what to say.
Celtic, what's the time between each shift?
They're like a few hours because you guys are covering an 8-hour shift.
Okay, that's fine. Leah would probably wake up after 4 hours, whatever it is, during someone else's or not.
Okay.
Probably be Arvia's watch.
Yeah. She's trying to figure out how to say this respectfully. I wasn't expecting Ava to come and not you. Why did you choose to stay?
You are met with silence.
Huh. Well, I don't know what I expected there. All right. I continue my watch.
All right. As your watch comes to an end, you kind of hear some commotion and you look over and you can see Leah starting to wake up, but also know it's time for Cerez to take her watch.
I don't slap Ceres awake, unlike other people. I just kind of, like nudge her shoulder, like, hey, it's your turn now.
Thank you, Harvey. She'll get up.
You're welcome, Ceres.
She will sit down and keep an eye out.
Before she gets to do that, I know I've been talking a lot.
Mhm.
He kind of pauses, like, question.
Yes.
I can get why Ava would have decided to run after me. But you, not so much. Why did you
Well,
decide to come along?
I'm one. I didn't want Ava to go by herself. Two. When my goddess sent me, she told me to find the one with the horns. I feel like I should
Oh.
stick with you.
Oh. Huh. Interesting. I'll leave you to it then.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, as you go to take your watch, you go ahead and give me a perception check. You also notice that Leah is awake. Are you gonna want to help with this round, Leah?
Well, I can imagine her kind of stretching, looking around, seeing Arvia going back to sleep, and I can kind of imagine her going for a walk. I don't know if that constitute as helping with it.
Are you leaving the camp?
Kind of walking around it. I would say probably like 30 to 40 feet around the camp.
Yeah, I mean, if you're near around it and
Hmm.
you're trying to keep an eye out for anything that might be dangerous, that would
Yeah,
be
kind of
helping.
looking around in general.
All
So
right,
yeah.
you go ahead and roll me one too. Okay, you are out there walking around and you notice all kinds of wildlife, stuff you're used to living out here. Uh, owls and little rodents scurrying around. Nothing seems to catch your attention. However, Cerez, you a little distracted by something. You're not keeping too hard of a watch. You do notice that Leah is kind of circling around the camp for some reason. Might seem a little strange to you, but you kind of think maybe they'll catch something before I do. And I don't know if you're doing anything particular, but you do not notice anything throughout your watch.
She's just using her mason tools to like carve a little something on a rock. Sharpen it, maybe.
All right. So as your time goes by, as you're sitting there working, eventually you're starting to get a little tired again and realize you would wake up Leah, but she was already awake. But Ava also wants to take watch.
I will go tap Ava on the shoulder. It seems to be your turn.
I will pop up. Alrighty.
All
right. So go ahead and get a perception check from you, Ava, and Leah. If you're gonna still
Yep.
be helping try to keep watch, you can do another one. So you're still, Leah, continuing to see things out, the nocturnal animals moving around. Nothing seems dangerous to you. Ava, you can see some of these creatures, not as well as Leah can because she's further out walking around the camp, but you do notice that Leah's just out there kind of doing circles around the camp.
All right. Well, she's going to be doing circles around the camp. Then just keeping watch.
All right. Well, the two of you keep watch throughout the last shift. Nothing catches your concern. Nothing seems to run up and attack or bring your awareness to it that you would want to inform the others about. And slowly the sun starts to creep up. It is still kind of dim light in here because of the canopy, but you start to hear the others wake up as the night comes to an end, and you're starting another day. And we'll go ahead and call that a session.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Good session.
yeah.
Need to increase my AC is what I need to do.
That would be a good idea.
Oh my god, Argo, when you sent this message, I just felt my heart shuddering, like, oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
And then silence.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
You too.
Yeah, you too. Thank you guys for
Alright.
showing up and being awesome players. And you
Yeah,
guys
thank
can
you for
all,
the
in
D&D
fact,
session.
yeah, if you guys don't